If you want to know the number of hours you have into a game, take the current number of episodes currently on YouTube and divide by 3. Yeah, I know how to do the math. I'm just dumb because I keep thinking 54 parts. That means I played 54 hours. No, that's not how that works. What is with this wrong side of the ladder shenanigans? Cass, what will your level of disappointment be if Xenoblade Chronicles 2 ends up sucking? It won't. Like, it just won't. It's as simple as that. Bye. He's dead. He's like super. Oh, no! I keep going off the edge slightly. What the heck was that, Link? Alright, we're good. I've worked it all around. What the... Link, please grab the ladder. There. Gonna get a Switch for sure now. I would say it's worth it. I'm sick of you. Electric enemies are horrible in this game, and I hate them. I want your fire sword. You have no idea how badly I need your fire sword in my life. Where's that tower? Up higher? It's to my right. I think it's still up top. Yo, what's up, dude? How you doing? I want that. I called dibs on it. Can I hit you from here? Yeah, I can. Oh, come on. That only did 20 damage, really? How much does an arrow do? Like a normal arrow. What are you doing? The temperature is getting very high. Oh, he's just warmed the area around me? Oh, hey, wait a minute. Air drafts. Would you please pull out? Thank you. Where is he? Where did he go? Oh, he's using his stupid magical abilities. Yo, I hate this guy. I'm also taking damage from heat now. What is the area just always hot? Like, I thought it would only be in an area of effect around him. How far does this go? Okay, good. I was about to say, this is getting ridiculous. I need to eat something. I didn't know that those wizard guys could do that. I should just eat a meal, honestly. Yeah, eat this. That'll work. Hey, you. I still want your fire wand. I called dibs on it. It is mine. There we go. Oh, that can knock him to the ground, too. I didn't know that. Time to die. You're not getting away. You're never leaving this location. You're dead now. I said you're dead now. No! You had, like, no HP left. Nope, you don't understand. He knocked me down. He rejected me. I got rejected there. There we go. Finally. Give me the fire wand. Fire rod. A magical rod that can cast fireballs crafted by an ancient magician. The rod will break if it strikes something directly, so use it wisely. Finally. That guy was annoying. Where'd that... Did he not drop anything other than the weapon? Normally, they would drop something, I thought. Oh, well. That's good enough. I got the fire wand. That's all that matters. That's not a sword cast. Did I say fire sword? That's definitely not a sword. You're right. That is a rod. Rod, wand, they all look the same to me. That's what I'm saying. Is that a bomb? No, it's not. What is it? Hardy truffle. Okay. I don't know how that's growing there, but whatever. Also, another thing, did you get the Pro Controller? I don't have the Pro Controller because I've done fine with the controller I have. The Pro Controller is like $60 or something. Like, it's worth buying a video game, which is insane to me. Like, I know controllers are expensive, and I honestly don't know what the current going rate for a PlayStation 4 controller is, because PlayStation 4 is my console of choice. But I do remember the last time I bought a PlayStation controller was only like 30 to 40 bucks. 40, actually. It was like 40 bucks, which is still pretty expensive for a controller, in my opinion, but I thought it was reasonable enough. But, like, the Pro controllers are like $60 to $70, or at least that's the one I saw at GameStop, and I was like, yo, I just bought this console for like 300 bucks or whatever it cost. I'm not about to pay, and I bought Breath of the Wild for like another 70, and Mario, or not 70, another 60, and I bought Mario Kart for like 60 bucks or however much. I don't know what the going rate of them is. I can't remember. But I was like, I'm not going to pay another $50+ for a controller as well. That's just ridiculous. Unless I think I really need it. So I've just been using the Joy-Cons by slotting them into the little controller thing that comes with the Switch. And I've had, like, no trouble. I mean, I'm new to using the controller, period, so it's taken me a while to get used to it, and I'm still kind of getting used to it, but it works fine. I don't really think you need a Pro controller. I probably will end up getting one eventually when I have some more cash to just throw around, but I'm busy buying other things at the moment, so I really don't want to drop 60 bucks on a controller right now. But everyone I've talked to who has a Pro controller says that I need to have one. So, apparently they're really worth it, but I don't think they're necessary. That may just be me. I'm fine with what I have. For now, at least. But just based off of what everyone else has told me, I would recommend getting one. But I would also recommend, if you don't want to spend that much money on a controller, then don't. I don't think your Nintendo Switch experience is going to be ruined by not having a Pro controller on hand. I think you'll have just as much fun. Or not, maybe, yeah, I said that right. You should have just as much fun. Maybe having a Pro controller does make things a little easier control-wise, but I think it's fine. You should be okay with just the Joy-Cons and the little grip that comes with it. Is this tar? This is tar. I have ice. So yeah, I wouldn't say don't get a Pro controller. It's not worth it. Especially because I don't have one. I don't know if it's actually worth it or not, but everyone has told me it is. And, but I also definitely wouldn't say you need to have one. I'm enjoying the game just... Mario Kart and this, I enjoy just fine with the Joy-Cons. Chaos games are $60, Pro controllers are $70. Yeah, that was the pricing. It's ridiculous. Literally, you spend $10 more on a controller than you do the games. It's stupid. Chaos, will you get a PS5 when it eventually comes out? Absolutely. I mean, when a next-generation console comes out, if you want to stay on the up and up with games and all that, especially if you're recording stuff, putting it on YouTube, you've got to get a next-gen console, and I've pretty much sold my soul to Sony at this point when it comes to consoles. Like, not because, like, I'm a fanboy or anything, but I just think they're better. Definitely better. There is no scenario where I'd rather have an Xbox over a PlayStation. Like, PlayStation has a bunch of exclusives that I love. PlayStation is, like, the best setup, in my opinion. I like the way PlayStation is set up and how it's used. Its interface and all. It's great. To be honest, you're better than all the YouTube reviews I watched. Thanks a lot, bro. Well, you're welcome, Dreezy. I'm glad I could help you. Yuki48, welcome to the stream. I don't think... Is that 48? No, it's a 46. I can't read. 46, welcome to the stream. I don't think I've seen you in chat until now. Try Joy-Cons separately. It's really comfortable. I have, actually, while playing Mario Kart, I've used them separately, and I like it that way, too. I think I like them more when they're plugged into the controller, because I'm just used to that, because I'm not much of a PC gamer, even though I have a PC that can play games. I've used controllers basically my whole life, so I'm really used to just having controllers in my hand. So that's just the way I prefer to have it, but I have used the Joy-Cons, not much, but a little bit. I don't think I've used them while playing Zelda without being plugged into the controller grip. But holding the Joy-Cons separately is also fun. I think it's alright. It does take some getting used to, though. But I think that's the case with, like, any new controller. Like, I play PlayStation 4 so much, that's the controller I feel most comfortable with. Like, I pick up a PlayStation 4 controller, it's just natural to me. I pick up an Xbox controller, which the controller I have for my computer is modeled after an Xbox controller. So I actually do use an Xbox controller fairly often whenever I want to use a controller on my PC. So whenever I pick that up, or whenever I pick up the Joy-Cons, or when I had the controller for the Wii U, whenever I picked that up, it's just, it takes a minute to adjust to it, you know what I mean? So the Joy-Cons, I feel like, take a little more adjustment because it's so radically different from the normal controller handling, but it's still good. I like it. It is nice. I know I'm going to get a PS5 the first time I end up picking up a next-gen console, especially since your Xbox One has pretty much been a giant paperweight since you got a PS4. The only reason you should ever get an Xbox over a PlayStation is because of Halo. If you are, like, really big into Halo and you're like, I have to have the console that can play Halo, that's the only time I think it's acceptable. Is that the Gerudo Desert there next to us, by the way? It looks like it is. That is the Gerudo Desert. Okay, cool. That's really weird that the map extend. Why does that happen like that? That's weird. Okay. Got another part of the map unlocked here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 more towers to go. So we're over halfway then, I think. All right, we are going to finally upgrade these runes because I've been putting it off too long. Slated for upgrade. So we got to go back to the Ancient Tech Lab. That is what we shall do. There's a specific reason for that map shape, Chaos. I will see it eventually. I just saw where... How long ago was that? 15 minutes ago, 31 Bastion followed. Sorry that I took so long to notice that. I was getting into what I was talking about, and I wasn't looking at Streamlabs. But I saw where you followed. Thank you for following, assuming you're still here. 31 Bastion. I don't think I've seen you in chat yet. But thanks for the follow. I hope you enjoy your time here, and future streams if you stick around. Let's see what we can do about these upgrades. Who do I need to talk to? You or you? Good morning. What do you need? Okay, not you. I have to talk to this little girl who's actually like 100 years old. Good morning. Something on your mind? What? I thought that I had to talk to you about upgrades. Aha, I'm glad you asked. If you bring me some ancient materials, I'll power up your runes. You'll need 3 ancient screws to power up your Shika sensor. You'll need 3 ancient shafts to power up the bombs. 3 ancient cores for stasis. If we're on the same page, stop staring at me, hurry up and bring me some ancient materials. I have some, don't I? What do I have? So, got ancient springs, gears. I have 3 shafts exactly and 3 cores. Or maybe she needed the giant ancient core. And screws. I think I can upgrade everything she just said. Snap. Did you bring me any ancient materials? Yes. Now then, in exchange for those ancient materials, I'll power up a rune on your Shika slate. Do it. So, which rune do you want to power up? Stasis, honestly. Stasis power up time, Yahoo. For that, I'll need 3 ancient cores. Yes. 3 ancient cores and a bold snap. Here I go. Sure. Okay, then. Okay. Hokage! Stasis upgrade underway. Guidance stone lock removed. Now, let's do this thing. Cool. Nintendo really is a for-all company, but like the kind of so is PlayStation, Xbox just sucks most of the time. I don't think that, I just saw where Dreezy followed as well. Thank you for following, Dreezy. I hope you enjoy your time here and in future streams. Nintendo, I feel like when you're considering consoles, I don't really consider Nintendo to really be in competition with PlayStation and Xbox. I feel like PlayStation and Xbox are in competition with one another constantly, and PlayStation is winning at it. But I don't really feel like the Switch is kind of in competition with the PlayStation because they just do such different things. Because, like, Nintendo has all of its mini exclusives in Mario and Metroid and Zelda and Pokemon and etc., etc. And that's what you want when you buy a Nintendo thing. And Xenoblade Chronicles is exclusive to it as well, the Xenoblade series. So, when you buy a Nintendo, those are the games you're buying it for. You're not really buying a Nintendo Switch to play Skyrim or games like Far Cry and Horizon Zero Dawn, etc. That's what you buy an Xbox or a PlayStation for. And normally, in my opinion, you should choose a PlayStation to play those games. Horizon Zero Dawn is exclusive to PlayStation. You have to buy a PlayStation for that one. But, I don't really see them as in competition with one another. I would never, like, sit down and think, do I want to get a Switch or do I want to get a PlayStation? I'd want both of them. And I'd probably pick PS4 if I had to choose between the two of them. I understand some people can't afford to buy 2 consoles, so they have to choose between them. But I think that just comes down to if you enjoy Nintendo games more, or if you enjoy all of the other games in the world more. Because I know also the Switch is like spreading out more than past Nintendo consoles have to get more third-party stuff, because it's like it's got Skyrim coming to it. I think The Binding of Isaac is on it. That's a pretty big PC game that a lot of people love. myself included. I haven't played Binding of Isaac in a long while. But yeah, I just don't really see them as in competition with one another. PCs are just a different beast altogether. Yeah, PCs are for people who want to be able to, like, people who can afford PCs, because, you know, if you want a PC for the process of gaming, you've got to sink, like, at least $1,500 into that. You can buy 3 to 4 PlayStations for that amount of money. So that's just for people who really want to sink the money into it and want to, like, when they get games, they want to be able to, like, do mods and, like, max out graphics and crazy stuff like that. So that's just a different beast altogether. I agree. But overall, PS4 is my go-to. But I don't really see... When I think of Nintendo, I don't really think of Nintendo as in the market of trying to beat out PlayStation or Xbox or try and... Obviously, they want to sell more than them, but I don't see them as trying to, like, one-up the other two companies, whereas Xbox and PlayStation are always in, like, this constant competition of trying to overcome one another. But Nintendo is just like, we just need to make something that's good enough to where people want to play all of our Nintendo exclusives on it. And that's what they do, and they do it well. Mobile gaming, I just don't even like to mess with. I'm not a mobile gamer. Almost all mobile games are surrounded around, like, grinding and whatnot, and repetitivity, which, you know, it's fine. That's the kind of thing that some people are into, but I don't like mobile games, man. I just don't. You can also get mods on Skyrim and Fallout 4 on Xbox and PlayStation. Yeah, consoles are starting to get more into mods and stuff, but it's still relatively a PC area than anything else. Stop the flow of time for an object. This powered-up stasis rune can now stop evil creatures. Stopped objects store kinetic energy. The stored energy will act upon the object when the flow of time resumes. Making good use of the stored energy can move even the largest of objects. So now I can use stasis on enemies. Cool. I feel like mobile gaming is basically just microtransaction at its core. That, too. Mobile gaming is all about microtransactions and whatnot as well. Most of them. The Wii sold more than the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360 combined? Are you sure? That doesn't sound right. Really? I wouldn't be that surprised if that's true, because I didn't keep up with the sales of PS3 and Xbox very much. I wasn't really into looking at the sales of stuff back when those consoles were out, but I do know that the Wii sold spectacularly well. And then the Wii U just crashed and burned. But the Wii did amazing. My little guidance stone did the trick, hee hee, yada yada. If you have any other runes you'd like to power up, just let me know. I do, actually. Which rune do you want to power up? The sensor, I guess. I think I have enough for everything, so I'm just going to do them all. The Wii sold over 100 million units. That is ridiculous. How about the Zelda so far? Like it? I'm really enjoying, if you're talking about Breath of the Wild specifically, I'm really enjoying Breath of the Wild. It is definitely a fun game. I'm not sure if I'm quite on the train of all the people who are like, it is the greatest game of all time yet. Because I know there are a lot of people who are just like, so in love with this game that they hate anyone who ever says anything bad about it. And I do have a complaint here and there about the game. But overall, it's a very solid and fun game. I really enjoy it. Is it my favorite game of all time? Probably not. Have I played the game enough to make an exact call on what's good and bad about it? No, not really. After I beat Ganon, I'll give a sort of review of it just like I do with every other game I play. So, I didn't read what the upgrade said on that, and I should have. I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy talking to chat. I don't know what that upgrade just did. Chat, can you tell me what that upgrade just did? I was not paying attention. Oh, the Sheikah Sensor Plus. I really want to see it. Yes, quite. So if you don't mind, how about showing Simon that spiffy Sheikah Sensor Plus later? Yeah, sure. Upgrade the other thing first. I think I have the bombs left. Yes.